We are?
There's something in our house. Let's put a pickaxe in its brain. You're in marketing. Why do you even bring an axe?
If you were in marketing, you'd know.
Maybe she's been placed under some kind of a curse.
And all that will wake her is the kiss of a handsome...
I'm awake already!
Excuse me, your curtain. Please allow me to help.
Help? From you? Spare me your white savior complex.
I didn't mean to offend. I just thought you should know that...
That I should know what? That some privileged white guy thinks his opinion matters? Get over your title. I'm not some damsel in distress waiting for you to ride in on your high horse.
Beware of the evil queen. She's a master of disguise. She could be anyone.
I'll be careful. No, that's too much. Go back outside.
The star, Rachel Zegler, is unbelievably charmless in public.
What would you say to those who are just kind of overly critiquing the film at this point? You've worked so hard on it.
Rachel Zegler, she's an asshole.
I truly do believe that.
Every time she speaks, she gets less likable.
And to everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her. And I can only hope that despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
This truly is the worst casting, maybe, in the history of the film industry.
Rachel Zegler is extraordinarily woke, but she's woke in a way that's quite deranged.
No one on the right side of America can stand the star of this movie.
And if you disagree with this sentiment, I don't need your business. Thanks.
You read that right. The Simpsons just nuked Disney's Snow White remake, and Rachel Zegler is reportedly spiraling. Springfield's most iconic family didn't hold back, unleashing a savage parody that turned Disney's disaster into a punchline. It's the kind of public roasting that can end careers. And for Rachel, the fallout may be career-ending. Let's rewind. Remember when this remake promised a bold new vision? Instead, it delivered one of the biggest PR disasters in Disney history, driven in no small part by Ziegler's own jaw-dropping remarks, like calling Prince Charming a stalker.
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird.
That wasn't a flippant joke. It was the spark that lit the fuse. Her comments labeling the classic as weird and outdated struck a nerve with Disney loyalists. What should have been a celebration of legacy became a battlefield. Fans were furious, and the backlash hit hard. But the drama was only just beginning.
Making the movie, they just got rid of the dwarfs. Okay,
but what do they call them?
Why would they get rid of the dwarves, though?
Magical
creatures. But they have one token dwarf amongst these magical creatures. You actually just went backwards. You actually just erased the dwarfism side of it. The disability, like we're a disability group. You just erased that whole image. The argument should have been from Peter Dinklage. There's power of being on TV. There's power of television. And to put 7 people with dwarfism on camera in a major Disney movie, there's still power there. If the story is offensive, change the story. Don't change the characters.
Enter the dwarfs, or the lack thereof. Peter Dinklage's critique of the original sent Disney into a panic. Out went the dwarfs. In came ambiguous, magical creatures. But instead of applause, it sparked a firestorm. Was this inclusion or erasure? The internet exploded, dividing fans and fueling outrage.
They had her tweet out like a little, "Yay, Snow White, can't wait, so excited, I love to play her." And she did it and got like millions of views, and they were like, "Good job, Rachel." And then she, like minutes later, followed it up with, "And never forget, free Palestine."
And isn't her co-star Jewish?
Yes, Gal Gadot.
I mean, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
In an already explosive atmosphere, Zegler's political post landed like a grenade, especially since her co-star Gal Gadot, known for her stance on the opposite side, was right in the middle of the film's promotion. Behind the scenes, insiders say Disney tried to intervene, but Zegler refused to back down.
That my name is Gal, and I'm Jewish, and we have had enough of Jew hatred.
Damage control mode activated. A producer was allegedly sent to convince her to walk it back. But Zegler wouldn't budge, further inflaming tensions and dragging the entire production deeper into controversy.
They tried, they flew an executive, one of the producers, out to go visit personally with Rachel Zegler to say, could you please take that down? Because we understand you can have your political views, but those aren't really helpful while you're trying to build an audience for a movie. Maybe you could save like your diary and your friends, but like maybe not, maybe just take the tweet down. And she wouldn't.
Fast forward to the press tour. On every red carpet, something was off. The chemistry between Zegler and Godot, ice cold, forced smiles, awkward poses, silence louder than applause.
Welcome, Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot.
Visual effects push the boundaries of what we see on screen.
Their work makes the impossible seem possible.
With breathtaking ambition, they create magic that wraps its arms around our wildest imaginations.
Here are the nominees for Best Visual Effects.
Fans saw it too. Every stiff interaction dissected online. Was it PR discomfort or personal beef? Rumors swirled that Godot was quietly distancing herself from the entire mess. Snow White and the Evil Queen, united by nothing but mutual discomfort, and the result? A historic flop. Hundreds of millions vanished into thin air. Disney didn't just lose money, they lost control of the narrative.
Spent $170 million to make the thing, and it had the lowest opening, under $50 million, of any of these live-action Disney remakes that they've ever had.
I mean, they're projected to lose between $200 and $400 million on this.
The thing that really shocks me about this story,
How did a beloved fairy tale turn into this? Critics were brutal, but the audience, even worse. A 1.6 rating on IMDb. That's not just rejection, that's humiliation. The memes, the mockery, the marketing disasters. It all built up to one thing: silence. Zegler, once everywhere, suddenly vanished. No interviews, no tweets, nothing. Then came the rumor. Disney wanted their money back. A studio allegedly demanding an actress pay for a flop. Sounds insane? Maybe. But in Hollywood, even the unbelievable can be real.
Who are you? Care for an apple? Okay, I'll take a green one.
No, take the red one.
This is no ordinary apple, my dear. It's a magic wishing apple. A wishing apple? You offer it to me freely. In place of the patriarchy, you would have a queen! Not white, but diverse, inclusive, and equitable! I will become the I know I can be. All shall love me and despair.
Oh, what has she done to you? Fear not. First love's kiss can break any curse.
Industry whispers say the fallout is deeper than we know. Allies gone. Casting calls removed. Projects scrapped. Zegler, once Disney's rising star, now branded a risk. Then the Simpsons dropped the hammer. Enter Snow Woke, a character clearly mocking Zegler, banning princes, preaching to villagers, and watching her movie bomb in an empty theater before a public meltdown.
Cartoon was made 85 years ago, and therefore it's extremely dated when it comes to the ideas of women being in roles of power and what a woman is fit for in the world. And so when we came to reimagining the actual role of Snow White, it became about the fairest of them all, meaning who is the most just and who can become a fantastic leader. And the reality is, Snow White has to learn a lot of lessons about coming into her own power before she can come into power over a kingdom.
The parody wasn't just a joke, it was a verdict. The moment your Hollywood downfall becomes a Simpsons punchline, it's over. Sources say Zegler was furious, but the internet, ruthless. This wasn't Backlash anymore. It was a cultural takedown. Her career had become a late-night spectacle, and the humiliation was broadcast to millions.
You're replacing jobs that people could have as little people. Okay. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, it's for dwarfs, you know?
It all started with that idea. Reimagine Snow White for a modern world. But instead of progress, the remake misread the moment. Zegler's comments about the prince, her tone, her messaging, it all felt like a slap to the fans. What was meant as empowerment came off as mockery, and audiences tuned out.
Oh wow, Snow White flop. Who is surprised? You cast arguably the least genuine, most out of touch and disliked person in her industry, and her industry is Hollywood. And the bad guy is Gal Gadot.
Peter Dinklage's critique might have come from a good place, but the decision to replace the dwarfs only worsened things. Many saw it not as inclusion, but as erasure. Disability advocates called out the missed opportunity for real representation. What was meant to fix one issue accidentally created another, and alienated even more people.
A few lessons for Disney. Number one, stop cannibalizing all your old IP. Like, it's really bad. It's really bad business. Number two, please stop changing all of the historic plots, which actually have meaning to generations of people, to instead become generic woke story about how woman leads revolutionary uprising and she don't need no man.
Layer on the politics. Zegler's Free Palestine stance, her refusal to take it down, and Disney's alleged internal panic. She wasn't just clashing with fans. She was clashing with her own co-star and the studio behind her. And the red carpet chemistry, or lack of it, only fed speculation that this wasn't just PR trouble, it was total collapse.
I just want to tell you guys about a little incredible movie that just came out, Snow White. Wow. I just gotta tell you, best movie I've seen in years, and there have been some really good films lately. Madam Web, Rebel Moon Part 1, that movie, that transgender one with the Mexican drug lord. But Snow White blows them all away. Chat, this movie has everything. Horrifying, CGI, little people, check. A feminist princess who don't need no man, double check. Diddy, dance party at the end, double Diddy check. All this to say, go see Snow White right now. The new one, not that old stupid one where the princess gets saved by some good, upstanding guy.
Now the numbers speak for themselves. Box office disaster, hundreds of millions lost, a 1.6 rating, and the most brutal meme storm in recent memory. Zegler went silent. Disney allegedly wants reparation. And Hollywood, yes, even the far-left elite, has started backing away. From Disney's next big thing to a full-blown liability. And The Simpsons cemented it all. A parody so sharp it ended the conversation. Will she come back? Maybe. But the shadow of Snow Woke will follow her forever.